How to start a coaching business from scratch. So I knew how to do this. I started mine in 1996. I'll never forget how it began. I'm going to tell you the story and how we have made hundreds and hundreds of millions in this space. The three things I want to talk about. Number one, how do you be clear on your message? And I'm going to give you some identification. A lot of people say I'm a coach. I would never say that I'm a coach. I'm an expert. Number two is meeting and finding your clients and how do you actually onboard them and get them in the system. And then number three, we're going to detail even further into the system, the marketing system, the processes, and how do you price. Many of you have no clue how you're pricing, which is why you've never even made $100,000 in this business, which is amazingly lucrative. So get a pen and paper for those of you who want to be a coach, mentor, author, speaker. I have done it as a woman, probably to the highest monetization. So let's roll. So to be clear on your message, first of all, who are you? And there's so many times, whether you were trained at a coach's institute or wherever you were trained, or you just decided to put a coach hat on, I would not encourage you to say, I'm a coach. It's overrated. It is overused. And everybody and their dog says they're a coach. I mean, I don't know what the statistics are, but I know years ago, there was like 40-something thousand people as coaches. I mean, you have 18, 19-year-olds who have no life experience saying they're a life coach. Well, I don't know. Would you rather have somebody that's, 58 years old that's got life and an ungodly amount of experience, or 18 who's barely got any? Now, I'm not discouraging the 18-year-old, but go for teenage coaching. Go for some other kind of specialty coaching. At 18, I was a fitness trainer and I could get 20 and 30-year-old clients. So say age appropriate to what your knowledge base is and be an expert. So my title is I'm a money expert. And I go straight into my conversation, which is, how can I help you with money? I'm not going to go blah, blah, blah. I'm a transformational wellness, blah, 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 blah coach. All of that's not going to get you anything. So what's your message? What are you clear on? I'm a money expert. So money is a massive umbrella. And some of you may think this is light content. This is critical to actually getting your message and getting your internet message straight. So I am known for now, 20 something, almost 30 years of being in the financial and money space, in the business space. So money gives me a lot of breadth. I can talk about business, marketing, sales, making money. I can talk about keeping money. I can talk about investing money. Money is a big umbrella. So what's your big umbrella and what are you an expert in? Put it in the comments, by the way. I'd love to see what kind of expert you think you all are, whether you want to be a coach or not. And if you're a consultant right now, you might want to change your title. The reason I don't like the word coach or consulting or facilitating is those are learning processes. That's what you do to people, right? That's a process to coach, which coaching and mentoring are very different processes. Masterminding is a very different process. Facilitating is a different. So they're process things. They're not a title for who you are as an expert. All right. So that's number one. Number two. So where do you find your clients? Right. So a lot of you, here's what you're going to do wrong. You're going to go into your little side, office, bedroom, whatever you use, and you're going to be thinking yourself about what you think you can do. That is the wrong approach. You want to be out here in social media and starting to survey, ask questions. I'm an expert in money. What can I teach you about? I'm opening a coaching and mentoring practice soon. This is exactly what I would do. And I would get people interested in what I'm an expert in, get them engaging with me. You use their content to develop where you're going to be actually marketing more. You're going to use that content to think about maybe your first book that you're going to start pre-selling before you write it. You're going to let your clients design. It's called focus group strategy. Everyone who's made hundreds of millions of dollars use focus group strategies and survey strategies. What do people want? What problem do you solve? And then solve the problem. Don't just go into your space all by yourself with your little journal and write forever about all the problems you're going to solve. That's not going to be helpful. You got to be out with people. You got to be in high engagement. So one of the things I want to offer you just to get started and get this right from the beginning is 2 tickets to our Millionaire Intensive, where you're actually going to build a funnel. So you need some small offers. We have a lot of reports. We have a lot of free things. We have tons of free stuff after all these years. And you want a small offer, $10, $15, $20 to get their attention. So without any money, you're just a somebody name to them. If they pay you something, you're going to be shocked. Even if you're in direct sales. I love when I'm in direct sales, working with direct sales clients, and they said, yeah, but our direct sales company won't let us give free samples away. I don't care what they want to do. What do you want to do? But I can tell you the difference between a free sample would be a bundle of free samples in a nice little lace bag or some sort of cool bag and sell the whole thing for $15 or $20. So even though because you have a little cost in getting them, they're not free to you. So nothing is ultimately free, and you want to start bundling. Now, meaning the physical product, the delivery. You want to actually, you'll do tons of free content, right? You're going to start posting, you're start surveying, you're going to be out on social media. What is the problem you're going to solve? How do people want you to help them? And then I cannot encourage you enough, as you get some engagement, take a few of those first clients and say, you know what? I'm not sure exactly my bigger prices, but I know I'm going to be at a $5,000, $10,000 higher ticket. But for now, as I'm getting, my first clients, I'm willing to do it for $200 a month, $400 a month, $500 a month. I started with 20 clients at $200 a month just to get the warm up. You've got to get your narrative. You've got to get your organization of what your 30-minute session or hour session. What are you going to do with them? What is your promise? Do you actually know how to fulfill it? Is it 1 session, 2 sessions, 5 sessions, 12 sessions? Like, what is that going to look like? So when you start with some of those early clients, it's really just to get your rhythm. Like, I remember when I first started coaching, because I had a lot of that cash flow and Rich Dad Poor Dad, content and energy still working inside of a lot of my narrative. So it was interesting to get on with my first client, especially my first one. I'll never forget it, because I was still in the Rich Dad Poor Dad cash flow narrative, and I needed to get out of that and really start asking a lot of questions. Coaching and mentoring is about asking questions and then delivering solutions as you uncover those problems. Coaching in its pure form is letting them find their own answers. When it's something like money where they don't know the answer because there's a knowledge that's required, it's much more directive. I'm a mentor. I do have coaches, but it comes with a lot of directive education because you don't know it. And if we just say, well, what would you do? You're just going to go back to the same ridiculous things you do to try to get out of debt and try to make money. You're doing it wrong. So there's a depth of education. So are you going to educate, or are you really just processing their emotions? Then it is about asking questions. So come to our Millionaire Intensive. Let's build a funnel. Let's put some initial pricing in. Let me know inside of the chat when you're out in that event with us, and then stay the entire day, because from 3 to 6, we're in a marketplace and you can sell. So sell your $10 offer. And once you sell your $10 offer, I want you selling your $200 offer, then your $2,000 offer. Then we go to your $5,000 offer. What they are, I don't know yet. I want you to start thinking about what the model is and what the pricing is. Now, before I go to the systems, pricing, processes, and the depth of how you really run the structure of this, I want you to subscribe to the channel. Click the notification button. I want you here 5 days a week, and share this with at least 5 to 10 friends, please. And if you really, really want to get educated, binge watch. I want you here 25 hours. Take a weekend and binge watch my channel for 25 hours. You're going to get a $750 Loral butt credit to credit towards any new tuition. And if you have any questions at any time, go to askloral.com, ask a question, make a request. We're going to be right there. So the final part I want to explain to you coaches, a lot of you think you've got to have all this stuff all organized and ready. You don't. I had no website. I barely had a name or a brand. I was representing the Rich Dad Poor Dad stuff. I was actually a cash flow coach for a while. And then I moved into my own integrated wealth mentoring. And then I had to get a new funnel, new pricing, and all of that. But the systems behind it are simple. You need one person. As you get your leads inside your database, and I want to talk about that in a moment because it's critical. But as you get your leads in your database, you have a scheduler, setter. Call them, welcome them. If you have something that they can read or some content they can consume to get to know you a little bit better, then send that out to them and prepare them for a session. In the beginning, you're going to be doing the ask, tell, asks, which is my version of a sales call. So you have one scheduler and they're setting closing appointments. You close them, you collect the money, and then you start your coaching process with them. It literally can happen that fast. It's exactly what I did. It was me in a spare bedroom. I just had my son. Actually, I was coaching before that, but this was integrated wealth mentoring. And it was me and one other woman. And we went from $347,000 my first year, 720, 1.4 million, 3.8 million, and we went straight to 10 million after that because we hit the Millionaire Maker bestseller, and I should say the rest is history. But we have run a coaching company per year over 40 million. No woman's ever done that. So if you're hiring other women coaches for content, that's fabulous. But for money, I'm the only one who has ever run a company at this monetization level. So again, share this with your friends. The two engines that are the systems that run your business is your corporate structure and your database. If you don't have them, I wouldn't even begin. You're an emotional entrepreneur, you're not serious, so you're going to click on the link below, get into a strategy session about what kind of company you need, and then you're going to go to another link called Ask RMS, which is Rapid Marketing Systems. It's the exact database system I use for coaching and mentoring, and it's only $297 a month. So I need you incorporated, I need a database, and believe me, I can take you to 6 figures in way less than a year. If you do everything we say, you should be a coach making $100,000 by 6 months. I was. you can do it. You just got to be clear, methodical, and you don't need a lot of people. You don't need a lot of extras. Right now, it's just you, a setter or a scheduler. You do the closing, you do the fulfillment. Now, once you start some runway, that's the next version. We'll be mentoring about that. How do you hire more coaches? How do you grow that kind of infrastructure? Right now, just get started. Come to Millionaire Intensive. I'll see you then. At any point, if you have questions, go to AskLoral.com. Talk to you tomorrow.